Hi, this is Robin, the Model Railroad Guy. Today I'm at the home of John Everett in South Africa, and we're having a look at his Grand Funk Railroad.
How's it, guys? Welcome to the GFR. This is a layout which took me 9 years to put together and specifically designed for operation to share with friends. And as I speak tonight, we have a model railroad evening with the boys of Durban here in South Africa. What I'm going to show you is the layout. We start off in the station Stafford, and we will be using a Toyota consolidation steamer, and we will make up a consist, and from that we'll progress around the layout to show you where we are.
Thanks, Johnny.
So the first move is to take the loco out of the depot, and we'll be making up a consist in the South Central Yard, and we will progress from here through to Grafton and onwards. Right, Stafford actually was a station which I never really intended for it to be of any significance, but as it's actually turned out, in having written up the operating schedule, it is central to the whole theme of the layout. It is a terminus, and it has a yard, and from here we go through other parts of the layout for deliveries and pickups, and as I say, it's turned out to be central to the whole theme of our layout. And with our steamer, we will, in fact, depart and go to points west. We have several industries here at Stafford itself, and we also have what we call Industrial East, which is being shown at the moment. And then to the left, we have Industrial West, which again has industries for pickup and deliveries, all taking back through to South Central Yard at Stafford, and from there through to the rest of the layout, which you'll see later.
I saw that turntable at the end there, Johnny. What's the history on that?
Well, that's
turntable?
one of those very old 60s, 70s Fleischmann turntables. They lay around for many, many years, and it took a lot of work to get them right, but ever since then, no problem at all. Obviously having to be treated as a independent reverse loop on its own in its DCC, and it works fine. And being, of course, again, one needs a turntable in a terminus. They come up to collect a caboose, which is of course mandatory.
Okay, so we're now ready to depart westbound, Johnny?
Correct, westbound to Grafton, out of Stafford, South Central Yard, and we'll go through to the rest of the layout.
Lovely. I see you've got a caboose on the end of this. I believe they don't exist anymore?
Correct, sir. Unfortunately, the icon of American railroading died quite a sudden death from around about 86 to 88, I think it was. And since I'm modelling the transition period, which is the favourite one, steam through to diesel, I can still run caboose, and I shall continue to do so.
Isn't that supposed to be cabooses?
I went to a good school. Please, give me a break. And as may be observed in the Denver Arena Grand Western, there are a couple of hobos hitching a ride, riding the rails.
Fabulous. Okay, Johnny, could you just take us through this section of the layout? What's happening next, please?
Right, this is the town, city of Grafton, also being the main passenger station. It's also possibly the big station for passing. And again, once again, we have industries, we have the roundhouse, loco depot servicing, and the steamer consolidation will enter on the right there, which will come through from Stafford and into this central area.
Lovely, thanks. So you've got a fair amount of hidden trackage there, Johnny. Did that present any challenges or problems?
Well, it certainly did there, Rob, because obviously the accessibility once you do the scenery is a cause for concern. So the whole idea before building the scenery was to make absolutely sure that track work was perfect. And I must say I enjoy that side of modelling. I like to think that my track work is good simply because of operating. You need good track work to get a good operation. And if under the scenery, if you have a derailment, it's certainly not easy to get to the train. But then again, fortunately, having taken time, we've had very, very, if any, problems along the way. This particular section, I wanted to be exactly as you see it, where the railroad is overwhelmed by scenery, by the mountains, and obviously compared to the rest of the layout where we have a more or less an urban industrial scene, this is out in the sticks, out in the mountains. And as you may observe, a very nice scratch built model by my colleague Lawrence Robinson, water tower, and that is a compulsory stop for all steamers on the main line. And the layout is designed with a single mainline concept throughout. So you have to have operation. It's not just a racetrack double main.
Was this a smooth, continuous development, or were there any last-minute changes to the plan?
I was hoping you wouldn't ask that. Because when we did the original building of this scenic area, the skyline, as you probably see where you're taking now, was halfway up. And we realized there was a lot of sky and no mountain. So that top section was a pre-built module, which I have to say we managed to insert with a certain amount of difficulty and swearing, but the reality was if we dropped it, it would certainly be a situation where all the other scenery as already made would have been destroyed. So between myself and Lawrence, yes, we managed to do it one time, one hit, and it came out very nicely.
Amazing, absolutely amazing. Okay, here comes our train. What sort of gradient coming up here, Johnny?
Well, it's a constant 1.5%. We call this the slide because it's such a gentle ascent and descent. And again, I'm very happy and pleased the way it turned out. It took a bit of work, a little bit of effort, but I'm pleased to say that I am happy with what has been done. And I said previously, Robin, when it comes to layout this size, it's a team effort. And I really have to say with much appreciation to Alec Horn and Lawrence Robinson for their contribution, because it's for one person to do it, time is of the essence. And we're all getting a little bit older, I think.
That is true. Can you take us through this section, please, Johnny?
Okay, Rob, this is Fana, and for those who are nearly as old as me, GFR, Grand Funk Railroad, was a rock group in the 70s, and Mark Fana was the lead guitarist. It was the greatest amount of noise that used to drive my old parents crazy. So Fana, this is Fana. It's actually quite an interesting switching arrangement. It's not for the faint of heart, and you do have to have a little bit of experience and do some thinking when switching this particular part of the layout. It's more industrial. It has a commuter station, and we do run RDCs. So
RDCs, Johnny?
Rail Diesel Car, and I will show you later, which is our main form of commuter. It has a turntable because both eastbound and westbound trains move from here. And we have the double main for passing when we run the schedule.
Fabulous. And our train will appear from the...
It'll be westbound, so it'll appear coming from up the slide and to your left as you pound through.
Okay.
Okay, we've departed westbound out of Fana onto the main line, and we should be appearing shortly out of the tunnel portal to your left as you pan through, and that will take us on the main into Grafton, and we'll be passing Crowther's Yard, as it's called, and we'll stop there, and that's where we can do some switching to make and break up the train.
Okay, where are we heading to now, Johnny?
Well, we started out in Stafford. We went through to Fana and Grafton for that matter, and now leaving and departing Grafton westbound, we'll go through to West Atwood, Andover and Rossiter, which were some bright spark's idea to do an addition when the cupboard collapsed.
Was that a youngster?
Yes, we call him Lighty, which in South African slang, I mean, he's a youngster. And
how old is this youngster?
oh, he's only 50. And Lighty, Lawrence Robinson, came up with a crazy idea, which we followed through. And the first edition, which was West Atwood and Andover, took us about 3 months. And then once we completed that, he got bored within 5 minutes, and he suggested an addition to the extension. So here we go, and we'll leave from Grafton and go through to West Atwood and Andover.
I see our boarders are still with us.
Oh, yes.
Okay, Johnny, can you just take us through how we get from Grafton and Fana to the extension? This was originally the garage, right?
Yes, correct. There's a story to that as well. We'll talk about that later. But the reason for the construction of West Atwood and Andover came from a collapsed cupboard. And as I said, it was Bright Spark Lawrence who came up with the idea, which we followed through. Obviously, originally not planned was this extension, and I managed to insert a turnout for the branch line under the scenery by the slide with great difficulty and lots of swearing, but I literally managed to squeeze it in by an inch or two, and that comes out now through the wall and through to West Atwood, following through to Andover.
Okay, so this is West Atwood. Okay, and Andover?
Andover, correct.
And if we come to our left through this section here?
Well, I'd say that's the extension to the addition. Once again, thanks to Lawrence. as I mentioned previously, he got bored within 5 minutes after doing the construction with ourselves, and so we decided to add this extra bit on, which is Rossiter. And since we have a top-loader washing machine, that's as far as I could negotiate real estate. I could not go any further.
Wise move.
But anyway, it certainly added an additional, quite a bit of switching. And again, the whole idea of this layout has been operation.
Here she comes. Perfect, thanks Johnny. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to know when the next video is posted, just hit the subscribe button below and I'll let you know. Thanks a lot. Bye.